The Wicklow Town to Greystones coastal Greenway. It was very welcome to receive the 350,000 towards carrying out the environmental assessments that are required for that. And I would just stress it is a location, fantastic scenic location, will be an absolutely fantastic link if it can proceed in that entire East Coast Trail Greenway that we're looking to create all the way from, Sutton through to Dublin and down through Dunleary, through Bray North, Greystones, Wicklow. Absolutely fantastic potential. I would just stress it's a highly ecologically sensitive environment down there, and it has to be carried out to the highest level of environmental protection. And I would hope that there would be engagement with some environmental NGOs based down there. Birdwatch Ireland, for example, are based down there, and they have the bird sanctuary, but also some local residents there that have a lifetime of experience of the sensitivity of that site down there. So I would hope that that will be taken on board during all assessments if that project is to proceed in a manner that doesn't impact on the environment there. I just wanted to make that point, and I know you will take that on board.
You do raise a point that is a matter of some concern to TII in that by their very nature, greenways will be most advantageous in areas that are ecologically sensitive, and we will require a degree of engagement and cooperation and common purpose with all of the entities that have the knowledge and expertise that would allow for mitigation measures to be developed within projects that would be suitable. So far from trying to avoid that, we would very much like to engage with it, and we do understand, for road scheme, the needs of the vehicles that are going to use the road and the safety of those vehicles and the occupants is paramount, and the geometry and the construction and everything is dictated in that light. This is not true of greenways in the same way. We're aware of that, and we are very open to I suppose a different level of priority around them, but we're going to need help. We haven't done this before. So I'm not suggesting we were insensitive, but I'm just saying these projects are new to us, and we will need all the help we can get.
Just asking that, and sorry, Chair, I'll be very brief. Often one of the negative responses we get to proposed greenways is a tarmac strip, and I know there's a 3 or 5 metre, that's standard for them. Are we open to using materials that are more sympathetic to the environment? Don't necessarily have to be tarmac. It's not heavyweight traffic going across these. We might have high volumes, but it's not heavy weights. And where we've got pinch points in sensitive locations, can we have that flexibility to say it doesn't need to be 3 metres at this point? We can pull it into 2, and people just have to be a little bit more careful and courteous to each other as they meet.
Well, I would certainly like to think that we can, because apart from anything else, we're facing a climate crisis where we need to reduce our carbon, and bituminous materials are very carbon hungry.
Exactly.
So we are definitely open to suggestion, but I suppose one of the early engagements we had with Greenways was through Falch Ireland, who conducted market research, and that market research identified the tourist trope, for want of another word, who would be the users and the most likely customers. And they like to have surfaces that didn't leave their bikes caked in grit at the end of a cycle. And
I
so
don't think
that had
that's
its
a good
own
enough reason to go with a tarmac product. But the point you raised there about a greenway just being a tourist attraction, I think limits the use of what a greenway could be, because where we're looking at, say, the N11 and closing off exits, I think we really need to concentrate on improving the inter-town connectivity, whereas those towns would have been coming out onto the N11, using it as a short hop commute and back in. Let's get the connectivity right.